Okay, Bob. The big controversy here on Friday before the first weekend of the playoffs is the All-Pro team was announced, and Marshawn Lynch wasn't named to the second team.
How dare
Oh,
they?
my Lord.
How dare they?
Coach Steve Rabel. All right, I, for one, I'll go ahead and say it. Eddie Lacy had a better year. He played 2 fewer games, had a better year. So there. I'm just teasing some Seahawks zealots who went absolutely ballistic when I said, actually, to Mary to suggest something like that, one of whom would be Brock Heward.
Right, and I didn't get a chance to hear everything Brock had to say in terms of his outrage, and I find it funny that there would be any level of outrage that Marshawn Lynch isn't on this list. If he would have made it, we both would have been, no, okay.
He'd have been fine.
Okay, it wasn't a clear distinction between the two. Their numbers were almost exactly the same, except, as you point out, 2 fewer games for Eddie Lacy. I mean, he technically won. He played in one game where he had 1 carry, got hurt, so essentially 2 games less. Listen, he did it on an offense that was struggling with a backup quarterback. They had many more problems with that offense than the Seahawks did. So it's not that big a deal. I don't get it. It's not anybody saying Marshawn Lynch stinks or I don't think you can look at it as a legitimate snub. I don't find it to be that, but there are a number of Seahawks fans that we heard from on the text throughout the show that felt like this was one of the bigger travesties they've ever seen, and thus the All-Pro and the whole thing should be gone. That they should just get rid of it. What's the point? Because it's got no credibility.
That's fine. I happen to agree with that. You know what? It has no credibility.
But not based on this vote.
No, it's 60 years old. It's the AP vote. Who cares? And look, I'd have a different opinion if they put Frank Gore on there, even though his numbers were really close too, just a couple fewer touchdowns. But they didn't. Marshawn's still great. You know what I think he'd rather have? Super Bowl MVP trophy. Yeah, let's let him get that.